quit them before they quit you. All right, so we are going to return my work stuff because I have officially quit my corporate job. So got a bag full of goodies, got a work laptop, we've got a parking permit, we've got my comping privileges, and I think my name tag. I usually keep my name tags, but I'd rather not remember this one. It's been really, really rough on my personal life and my professional life working here. Just seeing kind of how nasty corporate jobs in America can be. So we'll talk more about that later and where I'm going, but stay tuned. Hello there, folks. 5 days ago, I made one of the most difficult decisions of my life to leave a company that it wasn't treating me right. And in this video, I want you to dig deep and find out if you're working for a company that respects you. Kind of cliche in this country, perhaps around the world. Companies will take and take and take from you, and they give very little back. Now, I left a corporate job here in Las Vegas, Nevada, at one of the mega resorts. I helped open this place, build the groundwork for this place. And all I asked was to be able to see my family 1 to 2 days a week. And we'll just say the powers that be over there at that big blue building took that away from me. They laid off people that I had grown to respect, worked with, that I built a team with, that the team that we managed grew to respect us and we grew to respect them. Hourly workers and salary workers oftentimes don't get that, don't build that. And that is something that we were able to do. And you see, as they started laying off the longer tenured people and they saw that I had potential to stay there and grow, I was very excited. You know, they were offering me promotion after promotion, and they were really looking to me to be the next guy at the main spot there. We're talking restaurants. But you see, I have a moral compass, and the fact that they were laying these people off for no good reason but to give themselves bonuses and to give themselves promotions, I just can't roll with that. So then I started looking for an hourly gig because my ultimate goal is to be a YouTuber, to be here to inspire you. And if you find any inspiration from my channel or this video, go ahead and give me a like right now. Get down to the comment section and let me know if you've had any struggles this year with your weight, with your health, with your mental health, with your well-being. To get back to what I was saying before, I asked for 2 simple days off a week because I have a family. I have a fiance, I have 2 beautiful stepkids and 1 biological daughter who unfortunately and fortunately we just finally got a diagnosis for autism, but moreover the impact was the fact that she is mentally handicapped. So we're struggling with those 2 things, and they play off of each other, into each other, around each other, and there's going to be a lot of therapies. And I explained to said, sorry, my cat is literally terrifying this Christmas village back here. But never mind that. Carl, come on, be good for the video. This is literally the loudest he's been ever. But I asked for those days because she has lots of therapies, and I have a divorce decree saying that you have your daughter for these days, and they couldn't even line up any of those 3 to 4 days I have her for per week. And matter of fact, they took away any possibility of that. Moreover, we had just combined our family this year. We got a beautiful home. We're very blessed. But my poor fiance is here to deal, and she takes it on with such grace. I don't want you guys to get the wrong idea, but she is left here to manage all of the kids, everything around, because let me just paint a picture for you in corporate America. You're working a minimum of 50 hours a week to manage one of the biggest corporations in the Las Vegas Valley. They're going to pay you somewhere in the mid-60s to come there 50 hours a week, 5 days a week, and they can't even work with a couple of days off, not even one day off, that aligns so you can be here building your family, building relationships, because folks, life is all about relationships. Matter of fact, this family means more to me than anything in the world. Now, I appreciate the YouTube success I've had, and I appreciate everything that I've accomplished, and it pales in comparison to the dad and to the future husband I would like to be, and to the fiance that I want to be right now. My daughter, my biological daughter, is mentally disabled, and they couldn't give me 1 to 2 days a week. Now, okay, the powers that be say, well, we gave you 20 days for this year to be able to take off those random days. Well, unfortunately, with an autistic kid that's mentally disabled, that doesn't speak, you can't explain to them that I'm going to have the random day with you. But moreover, those 20 days that you gave me, we'll call it flexible time off, is what they call it for managers. You might know it as PTO or some other iteration of that. You have to get that approved by said powers. And guess who does not approve those days? Hardly ever. And if you do get those days approved, you might be lucky enough to find out the week before. So how are you going to make any plans with that? Now, folks, I was very grateful for the promotion while other people were getting fired and laid off. Although I didn't respect their decision there, I certainly knew that I was great at food and beverage management and great at my job. But about 5 days ago, I told them, I'm giving you my 2 weeks. I love my team over at that big blue building on that shining Las Vegas Strip, but the hourly workers gained so much my respect. Not that I never had respect for them, but these people are working 6 hours a day, and they're walking home with $300, $400, $500, $600 a night, and I'm working here 5 days a week, minimum 10 hours. And let's put that into perspective for you, because I'm all about my fitness and my family and my finances. And that didn't align with any of it. And at the end of the day, my YouTube was suffering as well. And my YouTube is something that I'm extremely proud of, along with my 100-pound weight loss that I did right here on this channel. And this is something that I was going to allow a salary job, working 5 days a week, 10 hours a day minimum, and that was okay with me? No. You guys got me fucked up, as the kids say. And I'm sorry for the crudeness, but I'm really not, because it took a huge toll on my relationship with my fiance. And you've seen her on the channel. She's absolutely gorgeous inside and out. And she's really somebody that I can finally see building a life with and flourishing. But when you're spending 5 days a week, 10 hours a day, and get this, my girl is a school teacher. Guess what my schedule was at the well, we'll call it the sportsbook restaurant. I worked 2 to 12. So my girl gets up at 5 a.m., starts getting ready for her day, and gets off at around 2:30. I'd be heading into work at approximately 1:50. Well, actually, 1:20, because it takes a good 40 minutes to drive there and park. So from 2 to 12, I would go and work, and she would go to sleep. I'd be off now Thursday and Friday. Doesn't sound like such a bad day off, but when you have your daughter and you have her Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, when do you get to see her? Well, I get to see her for about an hour while I get her ready for school and drop her off, along with my other beautiful kids that I also got to occasionally drop off to school and never get to be with them aside from the random, Thursday or Friday that I had off. It's just, guys, you have to respect yourself, and you have to respect your family, and you have to respect your hustle, your side hustle. So yes, I took that $65,000 job and I said, you can shove that right up your ass, because guess what? I'm gonna go serve at a chain steakhouse and make $12 an hour plus tips. And as you can see, it's the holidays around here. Christmas just passed, and you might say that is the most irresponsible thing you can do as a dad responsible for 3 kids and co-providing with your fiance in a new house with big bills. And well, guys, guess what? It's a chance I'm going to take, because I bet on myself every single time. And I will not let corporate America or a corporate job dictate that. And I want you guys to do the same. I'm building this YouTube channel into something where I can support my family, be here, be active, and be on my own mission to build a community of people improving their lives. That's what this channel's about. You saw me lose 110 pounds in 8 months, 100 pounds in 6, right on this channel. And that's just the beginning, because we talked about the loose skin surgery that I'm getting. We talked about potentially hitting a bodybuilding stage. But those are small aspects to the channel, because what I really want to do is just inspire everybody to be better than themselves the day before, because I promise you, what you see here is a lot different than what I was, a little over 3 years ago when I started losing the weight. 3 years later, having the weight off, cheers to that. That's a feat in itself. And keeping that off and losing that weight and building an amazing physique is something that is so challenging. And I know a lot of you guys are dealing with weight problems, other problems, whatever you have. Make sure you get down in the comment section. I answer every single one of my comments. And quite frankly, I will not, once again, will not let a corporate America job take me down, make me depressed, and hold me hostage. It's modern slavery, folks. It's modern slavery. And I urge you guys to respect yourself, respect your family, respect your mental health, respect everything about what's beautiful in your life, because I promise you, corporate America will cut you off like that. But in a great scenario, your family won't. So, am I urging you to quit your corporate job? Well, not necessarily. You might have a great corporate job, and I'm saying that I'm not batshit crazy for getting a job that's $12 an hour, hoping for tips. Well, I'm not saying that either, but again, I bet on myself. I win every single time, and I will win in spite of the company that decided to fire people, decided to lay people off right before the holidays, and decided to take everything away that was good in my life for their betterment. Just not going to happen. Just not going to happen. I refute that. I would rather be homeless on the streets before I allow my creativity to get sucked away. And folks, that's exactly what happened. When you're in these corporate jobs, your mind is constantly worrying about, who do I got to write up and blah, blah, blah. And my co-managers at this new venue that I got promoted to just were not about their team. The hourly workers were not respected. And I'm sorry, I had a hell of a lot more respect for those hourly workers than those salary workers. Now, there was a couple of managers that I did have a great respect for at that venue. And, I would never, want to disparage anybody by name. But guys, this is not what it's all about. And you're never going to build a business working in a job that takes up 50 hours a week minimum. Let's think about that. If you have 24 hours in a day and you work 10 hours of those days, of that day, right? That's 14 hours. Okay, but you say, what if you have an hour commute? Let's just go on the low end, an hour commute, and you got to get ready for an hour. You're now down to 10, 12 hours a day maybe. And that's with a shorter commute. And then you got to go to the gym and you've got to cook for yourself and you've got to shop and you've got to take care of your kids. And I think these companies just expect you to be all about them. As a matter of fact, one of the crazy harebrained managers that I worked with said, if you're not about the company first, you're really invaluable to us. And I said, I'm sorry, but I refute that. And then a couple of Sundays ago, I was trying to make, peace with the fact that, maybe we can get through this roughness. They'll rehire some managers. We'll have some more flexibility in the coming year of 2025. And my daughter had an accident out here on our trampoline. And it was a Sunday, so I guess a busier day for the sportsbook restaurant. So I was taking my daughter to urgent care and I said to them via text, I said, hey, my daughter's had an accident. I think she's okay. I just want to make sure. I'm going to take her in. I'll be a little bit late. So I ended up being an hour and a half late. My daughter was fine. She was gushing blood, but not concussed, thankfully. So grateful for that because she can't really tell me how she's feeling. She's nonverbal. And I heard through a manager that I super respect, just an amazing person, just a jewel in that darkness over there, if you will. You know what that certain manager said about my situation with my daughter? Let's hope this doesn't become a habit. Let's hope this doesn't become a habit. She knew the situation. She was filled in. She was communicated with. Oh, not only that, she never asked how my daughter was. She never followed up in the following days. And yet, another manager, who was a man, kept asking me, how's your daughter doing? I was super concerned about her. You got to take care, Where do these people get off on this stuff? I'm sorry. But guys, life is too short to put up with that kind of behavior. Furthermore, and I know I'm talking around in circles, I'm not lazy. However, in the past week and a half, 2 weeks, once that happened, my decision was cemented, finalized. I was out of there and I did what those Gen Zs do and I friggin' quiet quit the hell out of the place. I did my job. Made sure of it. I was there for my team. But anything that required anything extra for the company that wouldn't give me 1 day a week to 2 days a week to be with my autistic and disabled daughter, my beautiful fiance, and my beautiful stepkids, I gave them nothing more, and I encourage you to do the same thing. Now, I'm a guy that I really looked down on quiet quitters before. But now I understand it, and I'm so glad the concept came about, and I'm so glad I heard about it. Let me show you something else. Now, I'm not trying to convince you guys of anything, but here's my dress shoes. And I've only had these dress shoes for about the last 4 months. Now, a lot of people, a lot of managers actually are pretty looked down upon because, well, they are pretty lazy and micromanagerial. That's not me. I'm a hard worker. I'm a fair manager. I'm a just manager. Look at the bottom of my shoes. Holes in them. Literal holes. I'd be walking through a kitchen. Getting my feet all freaking moist. Holes, guys. So I'm not lazy. It's not what it's about. But at the end of the day, none of that matters, because now we're going to flip to the positive. And the positive of this whole thing is I'm going to a company that, hey, I don't have a secured salary and benefits, but I have the flexibility, and they truly care for somebody who has a family, somebody who has a disabled daughter. You know, I got told that my divorce decree and, my daughter's not going to remember these times anyway, so you might as well work as hard as you can right now. That just doesn't fly. And I would hope, and not that I'm going to mention any names, but I would hope you guys avoid this company and companies like this at all costs. It damn near destroyed a relationship with somebody that's my person, that is my soulmate. And neither one of us believed in soulmates before this relationship, guys, but I can promise you, there's somebody out there for you that deserves, all of you. And when you can't give it to them because you're working minimum 10 hours a day. Oh, and to top it all off, this past week on Christmas, a month ago, they gave me 3 days off for the week of Christmas because, we hadn't gotten any extra days off. So take it. One of the higher ups got a hold of that schedule and they said, "You got 3 days off? Well, guess what? Now you have 1 day off." So luckily that compassionate, amazing manager fought for my Christmas back, but wasn't able to get my regular day off. So they took away my other days off that I had at my old venue, so I couldn't see my kid anymore. And now they also took away my regular day off and another day off that was promised to me. No. But moving forward with the positivity, I'm going to have tons of time to build my channel, become a full-time content creator here on YouTube. Feel free to add me on Instagram at dadbodtobaddad and at TikTok dadbodtobaddad, because there's a lot of motivation coming my way. Now, I know this video was very sort of miserable and negative, but you just got to understand where I'm coming from, guys. And I don't want that for you. I don't want that for your families. I haven't even seen my mom. My mom, who puts so much energy into my children and to me, like, I haven't seen her. I haven't seen my dad, my stepmom, my siblings. Like, that job took everything, every ounce of creativity away from me. And I'm a very creative person and a very analytical person. It's that mid-September Virgo vibes. I'm grateful for the team. I'm grateful for everybody that was compassionate towards my situation. I hope that I've built long-term relationships. And matter of fact, I had people reaching out today saying, "Gosh, everybody's very, very sad that you're gone." And if any of you guys are watching, I am also very forlorn that it didn't work out and that I'm gone, but I'm also relieved if that gives you any peace or solace, because I think you guys knew the light that I wanted to be for you, that I couldn't completely be because they took the light away from me in that moment. And guess what? They're not going to take the light away from me anymore. This channel is going to grow to something so much bigger than it is by the end of 2025. It is my New Year's resolution to get this channel so big that I can decide, whether I want to go back to even the hourly gig and get those tips. but I think I'm gonna really love it. I love service. I love people. Love you guys for being here. Again, give me a like, share this video. But what I really want you guys to take out of this is the positive. The positive that you can up and leave a job that has quit on you long before. Oh, just so I'm sort of documenting this for my own memory and in my own archives, because, you know, that's another thing. That job took away a lot of my memory. It took a lot of capacity of my brain. I put my 2 weeks in, try to do the right thing, and they relieved me of my duties yesterday evening, the day after Christmas. So, guys, do the right thing for you. This company will quit you in a heartbeat. These companies will leave you in the dust. Why don't you quit them before they quit you? And give them a big thumbs up. We'll see you in the next video.